Hey there, YouTubes. This is Pantsless Aaron, and you should play Crimzon Clover World Ignition. I'm just telling you that you should, because this is something it surprised the hell out of me how much I liked it. I'm glad I got tipped off to it. Someone on the internet was saying how great this game was, and I decided to check it out. It was actually on sale, 30% off on the Steam sale. I don't know if it'll go any lower than that, but if I get this video up early enough, you might be able to get it for yourself at that price. But anyway, I'm going to stick with novice mode because I'm still a novice at this, but I want to show you guys what this is all about. Now, the original mode is your standard bullet hell style shooter. Now, stick with me. I know you may not be a fan of bullet hell shooters, and trust me, neither was I. But this mode is exactly that. Like, there's an escalating difficulty, and whoops, I didn't mean to choose that. I didn't know that there was a time limit. Anyway, I'll just quit once the game starts. But anyway, this is the original mode. I might as well just jump right into it. And it's like your standard bullet hell shooter. There is a ton of stuff going on the screen. Fortunately, the game does a good job of differentiating what can actually hurt you and what is harmless or something you would want to collect. So, and you'll notice right away that my shots take up a good portion of the screen anyway, so anyway, you do have a bomb, which is both a defensive measure and an offensive one, but you also have these lock-on lasers, which also have a dual function. The lock-on lasers, I believe they increase your multiplier, but I'm not really sure what that does for you. As for any of these kinds of games, I only vaguely have the slightest idea of what's going on at any given time. Like, I've watched some YouTube videos of guys playing ridiculous, like, Touhou games. Is that how it's pronounced? Touhou? Toho? Not sure. But anyway, I've seen those YouTube vids, and I've been like, what the hell is going on? I haven't the slightest clue. And sometimes while playing this, I get the same feeling, I will not lie. But anyway. The good news is that when enemies die, their shots tend to go away as well, which comes in handy. But I cannot say for certain that this will always be true. Like I say, I have only the vaguest idea of what's going on here. So anyway, this was not the mode I intended to show you. But as you can tell, it's rather fast and frenetic and kind of crazy, but it's still pretty easy to pick out what is actually going to hurt me. Like, see that blue shot there? That was obviously something I needed to watch out for. They stand out. And like some of the, your standard, bullet hell shooters, the spot that you actually need to defend against is not that big. I believe if you look closely at my character model, there's a glowing green dot, and that's the only part that's vulnerable. Everything else, for reasons they never quite explain, is invulnerable, so... But of course, the bosses are where it's at in terms of difficulty. But the first one isn't that hard. But anyway, there are a couple other things that I failed to mention so far that I wanted to talk about. So I gotta pay attention to make sure I don't get bullets in my starship's ass. Okay. So you have a break mode, like so, which turns your shots into the unholy mother of death. And then when bosses or stronger creatures explode, you get a choice about power up, and I usually take the 1-up because I don't know any better. Anyway, return to the title, because this was not the mode that I wanted to show you. This is the reason that I fell in love with Crimzon Clover. This is the reason why I spent just a half an hour playing the game and fell completely in love. I'm going to go back to Novice, and what I'm looking for here is the Boost mode. The game actually changes based on your skill as a player, how well you are doing. And the Break mode, as I just showed you, that gets rid of all the shots and everything, is unlimited, but as long as you are using it, the game is simply going to get harder and harder and harder until you can't avoid things anymore. So, yeah, let's walk through the tutorial real quick. The lock-on laser just automatically locks onto things, and when you let go of it, kaboom, obviously. It's fairly standard for these sorts of shooters, and a couple of, you know, a couple of non-bullet hell shooters have used things like this. You also have a bomb that you can activate, which comes in handy when there are too many shots on the screen. It destroys everything and gives you a shield for a little bit. Now, the more you use this bomb, the more of your gauge you will have to fill up to use the bomb again. Now, in break mode, things go a little bit haywire. The longer you continue in break mode, the harder it's going to get, but it ends when you use a bomb. So that's how that works. And the whole thing balances out to this risk versus reward kind of deal. Or maybe that's not the right term, I don't know. All I know is that it comes down to you can have more power, but it will make things more dangerous. So you may want to play it safe. You may want to. It lends a layer of tactics to what is otherwise a very straightforward formula. You know, there's nothing new under the sun in shmups. They've been done to death, and near death, I should say. They're not quite dead yet, but I mean, bullet hell shooters certainly revived the genre quite handily. But I mean, I haven't played a new one of these, and I couldn't tell you how long. Like this was literally the first one I played in forever, and I'm in break mode. Now I can stay in break mode for as long as I feel like I want to. As long as I can continue to maintain it, as long as I continue to put the hurt down on the enemies. But of course, the longer that is true, the harder things are going to get for me. But I'm gonna see how long I can last here before I get killed. I can already see some of the enemies handing out more bullets than they did. Oh yeah. Yeah, the amount and frequency of bullets is just going to keep rising. But if you can, you want to stay in this boost mode for as long as humanly possible, because your score is going to get ginormous. Now here's the other thing about that lock-on that I should mention because it's important. It has a defensive use as well. It will actually slow you down, which doesn't sound that great, except you gotta figure out that with so many bullets on the screen, it's going to be to your advantage to move slowly. Not to mention, it seems to focus your fire directly ahead as opposed to spread out. So if you want to put a lot of hurt down on the enemy, this would be a good way to do it. But as it is, it'll be interesting to see how this boss plays out. His shots move a bit faster than they did before. Of course, I'm also killing him a lot faster than I ever did. Kaboom! Good day, sir. Boom! What would I want? I have no idea. I'd take the 1-up, I guess. Hooray! Also, aside from the gameplay, which is awesome, and the fact that I've kept this boost going for 2 minutes and 26 seconds is pretty awesome. So I am just going to keep laying this smackdown until I get killed, which won't take long. It won't take long. Things are already getting a little hairy. I mean, this is on novice mode, you know, no mistake, but it's going to get worse. Like, this is worse than it was on this level on normal mode. And I only made it to like the 4th level before I had to continue the first time I played this through. So, of course, I do have the option of using my bomb to get rid of the shots, or I might run into something and die. Oh, that's sad. Well, it, you know, it went on for a good long time. I hung in there. Can't say I didn't. Alright, but 3 minutes is the current count. That's a pretty good length of time. I'm kind of happy with that. But anyway, yeah, I was surprised at how much I was enjoying myself playing this. It was really, it's a ton of fun. And back into boost mode I go. Now everything will die. And because I died, the game's going to become just a tad easier now. The shots seem to be moving slower. But just to play it safe. Boom! I sometimes forget to use the lock-on, and I really shouldn't. Anyway, yeah, you can see how fast and frenetic and crazy this is, and I actually really enjoy it. Just having a great time playing it. More stars! I don't really know what that does aside from keeping our point count up, but that's okay. Point count is enough. Yeah, you also gotta remember, sometimes it's worth it to keep shooting the things that are making the bullets, because as soon as they die, the bullets will disappear. So sometimes it might be to your advantage to keep the firepower on, even if the bullets are getting hairy. Just to, you know, clean the bullets from the screen, so to speak. Okay, this guy killed me last time. I was like, I gotta be careful. Like, this is how I died. And you get to the point where you start ignoring the enemies on the screen, like not even paying attention to them. And all you're paying attention to is your ship and any bullets that might be on the screen. So if you just... Because, I mean, my bullets are covering most of the screen. They're gonna hit. So, there's really no point. But I do it just because... Okay, in this case, the targets are the arms. Yeah, you can see how visually crazy this is. Damn it. Kaboom! I don't know what I killed, but I'm happy I did it. Oh crap. Yeah! So yeah, this game is filled with just huge, colorful bosses, and as long as you're playing with a controller, I figure you're fine. Oh, good lord. And back into break mode I go. Oh! Don't even know what I just avoided there. Ah! Good lord! Okay, that time I used the bomb to stop break mode because I was in trouble. Also, like I've said many times, I am not good at this kind of game. Not bullet hell shooters or shooters at all. You can shoot 'em ups. Never been good at these. So, kaboom! Not to mention, it is obviously so satisfying when you take these things out. Kabooey! And the music's pretty damn good too. I do enjoy the music. So yeah. So anyway, that is why you should play Crimzon Clover. Please note it is spelled with Crimzon is spelled with an S, or spelled with a Z, not an S. When I was told about it, it took me forever to find it on Steam because I was spelling it wrong. Well, not because I spelled it wrong, but because the developer spelled it with a Z. You know, what can you do? So, anyway, I highly recommend you check it out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and maybe this is something that'll get your interest. If not, that's fine. These games aren't for everybody, you know, and I understand that, but I just really, really enjoyed it. It surprised me how much I enjoyed it, and I really wanted to share it with you. So feel free to check it out on your own. There might be a demo, I have no idea, or you can just watch other videos on it if you really want to, but so far, from what I've seen, I just was really impressed with this and really had a great time. And I like the way the systems work in boost mode especially. But all modes are good, but boost mode is the one that has the most potential as far as I'm concerned. It also makes me feel like a badass that my ship is just constantly spewing horrendous amounts of fire. So, anyway, alright, I've been trying to close this video for a while now, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Did I forget to mention that you can double break? Holy shit!